Shalom. Just a second. Shalom. I'm out here on this hella day, okay? This isn't the Israelites' independence, okay? This is Esau's independence, okay? So to us, this is a hella day. Speaking to myself first and foremost. All right, so Shalom. All praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai by Hashem, Rakakwadash. This is y&ymission. I like to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well. y&ymission teaches the 100% truth as GMS, Great Millstone. I just want to read from the New Living Translation, Yahweh's Rab, okay? So I'm going to start in Jeremiah, okay, 23 and 15. No, Salakia. 25 and 15. Salakia. All right, because we know that Yahweh's wrath is coming upon Babylon the Great right now, okay? And all the nations, okay, in the house of Israel are going to be what? Partakers in this wrath, okay? They're going to what? Drink that cup, okay? That destruction of the Lord, all right? Right now. So I'm going to bring out some scriptures with that and, you know, break it down and whatnot, okay? So we're starting on Jeremiah 25 and 15, okay? This is what Yahweh, the God of Israel, said to me. Take from my hand this cup, filled with the wine of my wrath, and make all the nations to whom I send you to drink it, okay? When they drink it, they will stagger and go mad because of the sword I will send among them. And that's what you see right now, okay? You see in a lot of leaders, elected officials in these nations, okay? Going mad, okay? The East, the West, okay? Africa, all right? These nations are staggering, okay? They're taking this cup, all right? So I took the cup from the Lord's hand and made all the nations to whom he sent me drink it. Sent me drink it, okay? Jerusalem and the towns of Judah, okay? Its kings and officials, to make them a ruin and an object of horror and scorn and a curse, as they are today. That's what you're seeing it with what? Your ditties, okay? These black elected officials and politicians, mayors, Mayor Adams in New York, okay? Your celebrities, okay? All these people are what? Looking crazy out here, right? He's making them a curse, a scorn, object of horror right now, okay? That's a Judah as they are today, right? Okay? Pharaoh, king of Egypt. That's what's his name? Trump. Pharaoh, king of Egypt. His attendants. That's his officials and stuff. Okay, his officials and all his people. Right. That's Trump's administration. Okay, he's the king of the world. He's Nero. He's Pharaoh. Right. Okay, and you have what? These other leaders in the West. Okay, even Russia. Right. And all the foreign people there. Right. In Babylon the Great. There's a lot of foreigners here. Right. They're all crazy and being taking that cup. All the foreign people there, all the kings of Uz, all the kings of Philistines, those of Ashkelon, okay, Gaza, okay, Ekron, okay, the people left at Ashdod, okay, Edom, Moab, Ammon, right? All these people are what? Throughout the world, these other nations, but particularly here in Babylon the Great, right? So these people are what? They taking that cup, okay? These 2/3 of you heathens taking that cup, okay? All the kings of Tyre, Sidon, that's the Africans, okay? All right? You got stuff going on, what? That was going on in Sudan, okay? South Africa, okay? Stuff going on in West Africa, okay? East Africa, Northern Africa, Morocco and whatnot, all right? Edom, okay? Moab, Ammon, okay? All the kings of Tyre and Sidon, okay, the kings of the coastlines across the sea, right? Dedan, Tema, Baz, all who are in distant places, right? All the kings, all the elected officials, okay, you 2/3 and you heathens, what? You're going to take this cup, you're going to drink of it, all right? All the kings of Arabia, right? And all the kings of foreign people who live in the wilderness, right? Undisclosed tribes, okay? You tribes in Brazil, okay? He even said Arabia, okay? The kings of Arabia. Who are they? The Saudi princes, Qatar, you see Iran or whatnot, okay? Or their president and whatnot. Didn't he just step down, okay? Because he said it's in the best interest that he go ahead and step down, because I guess basically he doesn't see a future, or Iran being a country pretty soon, okay? Syria is gone. What happened to what's the Syrian president that ran to Russia, okay? He got his ass up out of there, okay? All the foreign Arabia, all the kings of foreign people who live in the wilderness, all the kings of Zamar, Elma, Media, okay? All the kings of the north, near the far, one after another, all the kingdoms of the face of the earth. And after all of them, the king of Shishak will drink it too, okay? So what are they going to drink, okay? The cup of Yahweh's wrath, okay? Then tell them, this is what the Lord Almighty, Yahweh of Israel says, right? This is for all the nations, you 2/3 and you heathens, you so-called Japanese, okay? You so-called Chinese, okay? You so-called whites, okay? You so-called Arabs, okay? You so-called Hamites, okay? That's Africans, okay? You know, so-called Hispanics and whatnot, okay? You so-called blacks, okay? That's you 2/3 and you heathens, okay? Drink, get drunk, and vomit, and fall to rise no more because of the sword, right? So get drunk, okay? Off the wrath of this cup, okay? And fall, okay? And rise no more because of the sword. What is the modern day sword, okay? The gun, okay? All right, I will send among you, right? But if they refuse to take the cup from your hand and drink, tell them, this is what Yahweh Almighty says. You must drink it. See, I am beginning to bring disaster on the city that bears my name, right? And he's bringing disaster after disaster on these cities, okay? Here in the Babylon the Great and across what? The pond, okay? And these other Western nations and Eastern nations, okay? He's bringing disaster, okay? So he says, bring disaster on the city that bears my name, and will you indeed go unpunished, right? He asking a question. Hell no, these 2/3 and the heathens are not going to go unpunished, okay? You will not go unpunished, for I am calling down a sword on all who live on the earth, right? Declares Yahweh Almighty, right? And that's what we're seeing right now, all types of calamities, okay? You saw what, 18 people or something got shot in Chicago. It's all these mass shootings all the time, okay? That's what the Lord bringing the sword upon this place, right? He's shutting this place down, all right? Now prophesy all these words against them and say to them, all right? So this is what Yahweh is telling the prophet Jeremiah to say, okay? And all the prophets, starting from the apostles and elders, great millstone, all the way down, bishops, servants of the Lord, men of the Lord, whatnot, are saying the same thing, or prophesying these words, okay? As Yahweh rolls out and brings out prophecy, all right? The Lord will roar from on high. He will thunder from his holy dwelling and roar mightily against his land. He will shout like those who tread the grapes, shout against all who live on the earth. The tumult will resound to the ends of the earth, for the Lord will bring charges against the nations, right? He bringing charges against the nations, okay? And that's what you're seeing right now. He will bring judgment on all mankind and put the wicked to the sword, declares Yahweh, okay? I told you, these 2/3, okay? And you heathens and 2/3, all right? This is what the Lord Almighty says. Look, disaster is spreading from nation to nation, right? We're reading this in the Bible. This is in the Bible. It's spreading from nation to nation. A mighty storm is rising from the ends of the earth, right? Okay? At that time, those slain by Yahweh will be everywhere, right? From one end of the earth to the other. They will not be mourned or gathered up or buried, but will be like dung laying on the ground, okay? So many people about to die and perish and continue to perish. That's going to get to a point when nobody won't be able to mourn them. Nobody won't be able to bury them, okay? Because the wrath of Yahweh is going to stretch so far and wide from one end from one end of the earth to another, okay? So he's punishing the what? 2/3 and these wicked heathen. Weep and wail, you shepherds, okay? Roll in the dust, you leaders of the flock, okay? For your time to be slaughtered has come, okay? You fake pastors, okay? You false prophets, okay? Coming up against the men of the Lord, the true men of the Lord, the sincere men of the Lord, stomped with the apostles and elders, a great millstone all the way down, okay? The shepherds will have nowhere to flee. The leaders of the flock, no place to escape, right? And he's putting a lot of these people, these scandals and pastors and whatnot are dying and being put to death, okay? All right? Hear the cry of the shepherds, the wailing of the leaders of the flock. The Lord is destroying their pasture, right? And these people dying in these congregations that attend these churches, okay? We told you before that these churches are the Lord does not dwell in buildings and different things that are made by the hands of men, all right? The peaceful meadows will be laid waste, right? Because of the fierce anger of the Lord, okay? So all the peaceful places, okay, in the world, all right, are going to be laid waste, okay? Like a lion, he will leave his lair, and their land will become desolate because of the sword of the oppressor and because of the Lord's fierce anger, right? So I just wanted to bring that out, man, okay? As you see, disaster is spreading from nation to nation, okay? I read Jeremiah, okay, 25:15, okay, all the way to Jeremiah 25:38, all right? So this is a warning, okay? The prophets, okay, are out on the scene, okay, on the highways and byways, warning you 2/3, you heathens, okay, and even you remnant, okay, the 1/3 of what's going to happen and how the Lord is feeling right now, okay, and his anger, his wrath, his indignation for Babylon the Great, okay, and these other nations. Everybody is about to get the smoke, okay? And as you see, they are getting the smoke right now, okay? But this is what you all brought upon yourself, okay? This is the second destruction, okay? So I just wanted to bring that out, all right? So with that, I'd like to say all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakak Radash. This is y&ymission. Shalom.